Heyo, how's it going, everybody? Hope anyone out there who's watching this right now or at some point in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, welcome. My name is Relikai. I'm going to be playing a video game on the internet, and tonight that video game is going to be Fate Grand Order. Yes, we're back at it with some more FGO. The last FGO stream we'll be doing before I go and take my little break starting next week. And yeah, the summer event is over, so that means it's time to get back to the main course and again try to whittle down the remainder of Lost Belt 6, which is, there's still a lot of it. We're, I guess more accurately, we're trying to chip away at it. We're still at the chipping phase. We're nowhere near the phase where we can be whittling. We're at the chainsaw. We're still using our chainsaw right now to get the big hunks of wood off of this stump that we're using to carve our progress towards the end of the game. I think I managed to keep that metaphor on track. But yeah. So, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about tonight, other than the fact that you guys might notice right up there, instead of our usual Futaba wall scroll, which I have temporarily replaced with that, I actually have a sweater hanging up, and I will quickly, just before we get things started here, I'm just gonna show what it is. How far up can I take this thing? Not very far, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. As you can see here, I don't know why I even bothered to bring it up because I just brought it back down. So as you can see, it is a Fuamoko sweater. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. I like what we got going on here. It's cute, and right here on the side it says fluffy on this sleeve, and then on this sleeve it says fuzzy, because Fua and Fuawa and Mokoko are both fluffy and fuzzy respectively. And then that's the back. It's a bunch of very, very sticker graffiti type of aesthetic to it. And yeah, it's just, I wanted to wear it, but no, like look at me. If I wore this thing during a stream, I would die. Like literally, just I would cease to exist. So yeah, no, unfortunately I can't wear it on stream, but I still wanted to have it displayed, so I figured, hey, we might as well put it up there. I was going to put it up over where Marin is, but I don't want to take her down because it's a very delicate balance of those things, those like magnetic strips are kind of pinching the Dakimakura together. So if I fuck around with that, then it's gonna be this whole process of trying to, you know, get it right again and then hang it up. So I was like, you know what? Let's put it over here. You can't really see it that well up here, but you know what? It's better than nothing. Okay, I tried. An attempt was made, and you know what? At a certain point, you just gotta take whatever L or whatever W or any other letter that might come your way. So yeah, so we're just gonna have that up there, and we're not even gonna see it during the stream, so it's not even gonna matter all that much. But I still wanted to just show it, you know, just to show it off. Something else I also got today was a suitcase, which I don't think I've ever actually legitimately owned my own suitcase before, because I never really went anywhere. And if I ever did, I would just kind of pack a backpack, or I had this old hand-me-down sort of duffel bag that I would just kind of shove a bunch of shit into. But that thing kind of sucks. So yeah, I just decided, you know what, just I'll just get myself an actual suitcase for when I go to Ireland in February. And yeah, but that's not really, I don't think that's really relevant to the interests of anyone that might watch these streams, so I don't think there's any need to bring it out, even though I do really like the way it looks, because the outside of it looks like it's made out of a jawbreaker. It's white with all these colorful specks all over it, and I wanted to get that one specifically. I was going to get just a regular, you know, solid color, but then I thought to myself, you know what? Even though it's a carry-on, so I shouldn't ever have it leave my possession. If something ever happens, for whatever reason, I have to check it in, or if somehow it gets lost or it gets stolen or something like that, I can almost definitively say, no, that is my suitcase. I know it is, because like, how many other suitcases in this airport look like they were made out of a jawbreaker? Yeah, probably not a whole lot. So yeah, that's why I decided to go with one that looks a little bit unorthodox, but I like to be a little unorthodox, you know, here and there. So yeah, that's about everything I feel I need to talk about right here at the beginning. So let's just go ahead and get things started, shall we? So let me kill the BGM here. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Hold on a second. All right, and then let's go ahead, do this, and then get the FGO audio going, and then come over here. Alrighty, so here we are. Okay, so right now we've actually got some something that we can go ahead and exchange over in the shop, because the Fate Stay Night remastered game just came out, and so I guess to celebrate, they're giving us either, I don't know what it is, it's either a free servant or something like that. I'm not sure. But so yeah, we've got special summon and servant and craft essence. So I don't entirely know whether, like, when it says special summon limited 5-star servant also means that are they different? Are they different from the regular servants? Special summon 5-star servant. Is this also 5? Are they all 5-star? No. So all the others are oh, no, Ku and okay, so they're all still their same respective levels of rarity. So how many people are actually getting anyone that's not Herc or Altria, you know? Well, I think my Altria is like MP3 at this point, so you know what? Buffing up her MP even more doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. So you know what? We're just gonna go with it. That is, if this is actually I can actually use it, but here's the thing. Would I want to use her for hold on a second. Something is going on with my phone. I'm not entirely sure. Oh my god. Oh my god, it is like dying. Why? Okay. 1 second. So yeah, you know what? If I'm getting a limited edition servant, I don't think I'll actually be able to use her use her to increase my Altria's MP, right? So, yeah, I guess we'll see here. Okay, 1 second. What is going on here, man? Yeah, we'll do this. That should be fine. Okay, yeah, let's just do it. Don't think about it too hard. Just grab it. Yep, that's fine. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's see. Twilight Portrait. Okay, increase bond gained for Fate Stay Night servants when completing quests by tip. Okay, all right then. And then I receive servant coins. Say what? Hold on a second. Servant coins? I still don't know what the fuck those things do. Yeah. All right, hold on. Does that hold on. Can I increase her noble phantasm? Yes. Okay then. All right, let's go ahead and unlock her. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so now I'll have her MP3. Very cool. Do it. All right, MP3 Altria. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, and then I have some wardrobes I can unlock. Oh yeah, that's right. That's fine. I don't need their wardrobes. It's okay. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and just get back on track with Avalon. Yes. So God, it's been a hot minute since we were here. Last time around, we made it. Yeah, we made it to Salisbury, and we managed to meet up with Da Vinci, which is why she's in the thumbnail. And I think that's basically it. Like, yeah, we got to Salisbury. I'm trying to remember any specifics of what we talked about. I can't. So yeah, we're just gonna have to go for it. Also, I need to change my my mystic code here. Gotta remember to do that before the next battle. All right, so section 3, Aurora. Let's get to it. I'm sure they're going to go over a lot of shit again because this is FGO we're talking about. So what, they're just gonna not over explain things to us? No, that's not how we do things around here. But yeah, so I think we're establishing this bar, or this, I guess it's technically a tavern, as our base of operations. This is going to be our hub, our nexus for our operations that we decide to undertake whilst we are here. Yes, sir. All right, let's continue on here. Good morning, everyone. My gosh, that bed was just so comfortable. Glad to hear it. That makes all the trouble I went through to get the mattress just right worth it. Fairy beds are just imitations of real beds, so the mattresses might as well have been boulders before I adjusted them. I'm here as well. Thanks for noticing. Don't be such a bitch, Tristan. Come on. If you'd like, I'd be happy to play a song to help you all wake up. Morning, everyone. What's for breakfast? What are we waiting for? Let's get going. I got some pep in my step this morning, evidently. Whoa there. I'm glad you're so fired up, but let's just take it easy, okay? Oh yeah, we gotta find Mash, too. God damn, man. Yes, none of the High Queen's soldiers are here in Salisbury, but she definitely has sympathizers here. So we just need to play it cool and casual, okay? Oh god, it's... wait, this guy! Oh, I remember. He's the dude that creeps on Da Vinci. Oh, I hope that doesn't end up like going somewhere. Da Vinci? You're going out, Da Vinci? So you're not going to wait tables with your beautiful roller skating today? I thought he was gonna say your beautiful roller skating body for a second. I was gonna be like, bro, please? We just started. Sorry, I'm off to do some sightseeing, but don't worry, I'll help out in the afternoon. Oh, right. That was our deal, wasn't it? Hey, you there! I don't know which clan you're from, but you better not tire Da Vinci out, you hear? Oh my god. Oh, he's such a fucking simp. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. He's like... he's literally a VTuber chat room resident. Or even worse, like a VTuber Discord member. Oh boy. Or a VTuber Discord mod. Oof. Yeah, let's just get away from him, please. Oh, the sky's pretty. Huh? What's up, Relly? Something on your mind? It's just wondering what's up with the sky. Looks awfully familiar to how it did yesterday. Oh, that? Yeah, I was surprised by that at first, too. The weather here never changes. It's got one sky pattern for day and another for night, and that's it. Wow. It's just, they only had enough money to pay the artist to draw 2 times of day. So they're like, yeah, shit. The explanation in game is that it just, magic of fairies. Yeah. It does supposedly rain here sometimes, but apparently it's just always cloudy here. No blue skies. Huh? Blue skies? Your Britain's skies turn blue sometimes? Oh my god, yeah, that is true. Someone who's never heard of this type of shit would be like, excuse me? What did you just say? A blue sky? You know, like, you know, asking the fish, how's the water today? And they respond, what water? Oh, man. Oh, yes. When there are no clouds in the sky, it becomes a beautiful shade of blue as far as the eye can see. Though that's not to say these skies aren't beautiful in their own right. So the same color as bluebells, then? That's what your skies look like? Wow. Then your world must be very bright and beautiful. The kind of place where everyone always smiles and helps one another, no matter how hard life gets. Wow, that's some really blue sky thinking of you right there, Altria. Anyway, shall we start gathering information then? Oh, and I need to pretend to be Relly's owner, right? Yes, master. Oh, then maybe I'll try acting like a big shot and going to one of those restaurants I've heard so much about. Did you know they won't even let you into a Woodwoses without an attendant? Woodwose? That sounds like the way, you know, Fuawa would say wood rose. Oh, did you see the Woodwose ruffians? Hey, as long as there are a lot of fairies there, I'm good with wherever. Okay, so let's scope the place out while we pretend to just be taking a walk. We'll also want to keep our ears peeled for any juicy rumors and talk to people ourselves at times. Juicy rumors. Fang Clan Fairy. Have I ever heard anything about a fairy in iron armor? What, you guys interested in joining the High Queen's army? Don't bother. Nothing good will come from joining them now. This is the year Ainsel prophesied about, remember? The child of prophecy will appear this year and bring salvation to all. Who knows? Maybe the High Queen will finally cut us a break on our taxes if she actually takes a few licks for once. Huh? You're not looking to join? You're looking for a lost companion? Afraid we can't help you then. Dang.
Iron armor. You don't find anything like that here. You'll have to go to Norwich for iron. They ought to still be making those silly weapons up there. At least if Spriggan hasn't shut down the mine.
I can't get my my vocal folds to like wacka wacka against each other, man.
What kinds of weapons, you say? What else? Swords, spears, bows, axes, you know, the usual. I swear, I never thought I'd see the day fairies would use iron weapons of all things. I also wish that I had some gravel in my voice, but apparently there is no gravel here to be seen, which is weird because we're supposed to be in Europe.
Though technically, Britain is not part of Europe anymore. How about that shit?
What could the High Queen be thinking? High Queen, the High Queen. Still, at least the child of prophecy should do something about all of that. We just gotta be patient a little longer.
Fuck me. Hold on a second. So what I think it is, I think what I've got is like, it might be post-nasal drip. Because I think there's just maybe an excess of mucus back there that just kind of builds up. Because yeah, because like now...
Hey, have you guys heard the latest about the...
I got it cleared out for a second, but... Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if, what the recommended remedies for post-nasal drip are. And see if maybe if I do any of them, it could potentially clear out whatever's going on back there. Because yeah, it's been a couple months since I had the flu, and I am tired of my voice being as gimped as it is. Yeah, it's it's annoying.
Calamity Pool in Norwich. They say Norwich's sky is pitch black now, even during daytime. There's no way they're going to last much longer there, not with such calamity present. I mean, between all the iron, soot, noise, and humans there, they have no one to blame but themselves. But even so, I just can't help but worry.
God damn, man. It's so weird. It feels so weird to just not have things in your body that used to work just fine not work anymore.
I mean, what are you going to do if Norwich refugees decide to come here to Salisbury? We have so much history here, and we've got too many Earth Clan fairies as it is.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize we were in America suddenly.
But Lady Aurora's so kind. I can't imagine her turning them away.
And I bet you are not happy about that, are you? Bird-like fairy.
You're looking for something? Are you searching just in Salisbury or all of Britain? Ha! If it's all a Brit, these fairies here aren't gonna be much help. It's so nice here in Salisbury that nobody ever wants to leave. If you want to know what's going on in other cities, you'll just have to visit them yourself. Oh, but you don't have wings, do you? Well, that rules that out. Then, if the Moors get you, it's all over. Anyway, I wonder what tonight's festival's gonna be about. I hope it's another play about the Child of Prophecy, the evil witch. I love the part where the High Queen and her dog knight finally get what's coming to them. Ugh.
I went full bird robot from the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon right there. Worn out, fed up, dejected. So not much luck out there today, huh? I mean, I wasn't really expecting to find a solid lead in just one day, but all anyone wanted to talk about was the Child of Prophecy. They barely even listened to what we had to say. Indeed. That last fairy even tried to get us to buy some questionable Child of Prophecy merchandise. Swag? I haven't seen a whole city so feverishly excited about something other than Christmas. A Child of Prophecy craze, Sounds like there's a lot of money to be made there. And where there's money, you'll find
the venture capitalists. God damn it. It doesn't hit as hard again when I can't
access the entirety of my voice the way I used to. Wonder who this Child of Prophecy could be anyway. I hope it's MASH. Guess it just goes to show how much people are counting on them. Oh yeah, oh no, wait. That's right. It's Altria. I forgot. I mean, we didn't say anything explicitly about it, but I mean, like, we knew. Yeah, the only other thing these fairies wanted to talk about besides the Child of Prophecy were the rumors going around about Norwich, the eastern port town. I gotta say, it's made me really curious about this Child of Prophecy too. I wonder what kind of fairy they are. If they really are planning to fight Morgan like the prophecy says, maybe we could even convince them to help us. What do you think? Should we try looking for this Child of Prophecy as well as MASH? Any fairy who can get the other fairies so excited must be incredibly strong and brave. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's so flustered. Look at her and her tiny little ellipses. Good day.
Good day, good news, everyone. I'm back once again. Oh, not as many customers today, I see.
Oh, it's Oberon. Okay. Over here, Oberon. Hey there, having a little lunch after your morning walk around the city, huh? Anyway, it looks like you're all having fun. Hope you don't mind if I join you. I'm a passable fighter at best, but I'm a master of killing with compliments. Much more peaceful that way. Here, I'll show you. Before long, I'll be heaping so much praise on Altria, she'll be begging me for mercy. Oh boy. I'm sure this will end well. Altria, why? Oh, is this where we find out? Okay. Huh? You mean you haven't told them yet, Altria? The Child of Prophecy everyone's on about? That's her. I just assumed you knew, since she's got King Arthur's name and all. Dang. Exposed. Called out. Outed before she even was emotionally ready. God, she must live in Idaho or something. I mean, yeah, the thought did cross my mind once I heard you were named Altria, but still, you, Altria? Really? I mean, let's be real. You have less magical energy than most fairies, right? You might have better magical circuits than a human. Well, since you're a fairy, I guess they'd be the Age of God patterns. Anyway, they're still below average for a fairy. Hell, even Mike there must be stronger than you, so how can you be the Child of Prophecy meant to defeat the High Queen? Wow, just really laying into her for no reason. Mood? I know, you're right. It doesn't make sense, does it? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know it's not right that someone like me is carrying around the staff of selection. Still, it's not like we know for certain that I'm the child of prophecy. There's a chance I might not be. Besides, I don't really have the guts to fight the High Queen, or the drive, or the determination. I don't belong to any of the clans either, and I have so little magical energy that I have to fudge it with magecraft. I can't even get close to the bells I'm supposed to ring. I mean, I do plan to do the best I can in spite of all that, but let's just say it's a very uphill battle. Honestly, I still don't know why I was chosen. I'm assuming it's because of her pure heart. You don't think you can do this, Altria? I don't know. All I can say is that if I really am the child of prophecy, then there must be some way for me to fight. It's why I was born and how I was raised. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm completely hopeless. The last time I came to Salisbury was to meet with the head of the Wind Clan, but I ended up deciding to try Manchester next because nobody here would even give me the time of day. I see. So that's why you didn't say anything earlier. Fairies can sense how much magical energy you've got at a glance, so I'm sure they only laughed when you told them you were the child of prophecy. I bet they also yelled at you and told you not to lie. They did. So I thought I'd start by convincing the head of the clan who I was. Oh man, that's not cool. Yeah, these fairies are kind of cringe, I'm not gonna lie. But they just turned me away at the gate. The head of the Wind Clan, huh? That'd be Aurora. Personally, I think you're pretty great as you are, but I can see why you'd feel a need to boost your prestige. Well, if that's the only problem, I can take care of it right now. What do you mean by that, Oberon? I mean, I can get you a meeting with Aurora if you want. Pog? Pause? Oh, what the hell? What's going on here? Oh, are we already there? There, see how easily we got in? Take a look. This is the heart of Salisbury, the home of its great bell. Aish Cathedral, the oldest and largest building in all of Fairy Britain. Now then, Aurora's room is on the top floor, so what say we start heading up? I've already sent word of our arrival, so we shouldn't have any trouble with the Whoop, hang on. Oh my. Good day, King of the Autumn Woods. Your visit is sudden and unexpected, but we welcome you here all the same. However, it seems I must remind you that this cathedral is the holy ground where kings and queens are made, the esteemed site of High Queen Morgan's coronation 2,000 years ago. As such, regardless of how much affection Lady Aurora may have for you, I cannot allow such lowly creatures as humans to enter, attendants or not. Guards, to me! Capture these unidentified fairies and that disgusting human. If the human submits, very well. However, should he attempt to resist or flee, dispose of him. Wow! Goddamn, girl! We just met! I haven't even gotten your name. You're still triple question mark. Dude, like, come on, man. Oh, boy. That goes for Oberon, too, of course. You needn't show him any leniency. We've received complaints about him from pubs across the city, demanding that he pay his tabs. My, this isn't how I expected things to go. Oberon! Shakes fist. If those are your orders, Lady Coral, then we'll gladly comply, but are you sure about this? Lady Aurora told us to let him through right away. She seemed thrilled about his visit. Don't you talk back to me. You may have been chosen to be guards, but you're still mere humans. Know your place. Wow, is she racist? Like, uber mecha racist. Unless, of course, you'd rather I turned you into rabbits so you don't have to be human anymore. No, my lady. I'm very sorry about this, Lord Oberon. It really is nothing personal. We're just doing our jobs. It seems we have no choice but to do battle, even though their hearts clearly aren't in it. Oh boy. Come, Relly. Let's show them how strong we truly are. All right. So yeah, obviously, kind of tired tonight. In case you couldn't tell, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything will be a-okay. All right. Who do we want to go with? Man, where's Gil? Nobody's got Gil right now. Hold on. Is Ishtar AoE? I think she is. All enemies. She is. All right, cool. We'll go with Ishtar. All right. And then let's see. So we don't need any of these anymore. Oh, and I can go ahead and limit break those soon. Yeah, so we just need let's put this one on because why not? And we'll do that, and then we'll do Mystic Code experience. This is Bond. And then up here, more Mystic Code experience. Yes, it is. You know what? Let's get all ones with MASH in them. Friend points, Master experience, Mystic Code experience. There we go. All MASH on the back. Okay. Yeah, and then let's see here. We want to grab. Where's she at? Where did she actually go? There she is. All right, Koyanskaya. What? Where? Oh, hold on. We're a little back heavy. Let's see. I shall put my own. Let's actually go ahead and do. There's someone that we could put back there that's a little unorthodox. Oh, you know what? Hey, we could do Balbon. Let's see. Is she? She is single target. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and put her back there. Balbon. I could call her Bow Bow. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Bow Bow. All right, and then you know what? Sure. Let's put Kuro on the back burner too. Wait, how is it even? How? I'm still. Oh, okay. No, wait. We need MASH back there. I was like, how did we increase it? Because we got rid of our freebie. See, where'd she go? MASH. She should be right about. Yeah. Oh, there she is. All right, there we go. Oh, and you know what? Let's put what's her name? Here. Yes. Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Let's go with that. Alrighty. To battle. Oh my god. It's so fucking hot, dude. Alright. Hot, tired. It is what it is, I suppose. Oh, okay. So we just have the one this one wave to deal with. Okay. All right, and then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. And I forgot to change my Mystic Code. God damn it! I said that I was going to do that, but all right, that's fine. Go ahead and do this, and then boom, boom, boom. Okay. This should do a nice little bit of damage here. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's right, get out of here. Nobody even likes any of y'all. Oh god, I forgot what her final ascension looks like. Yeesh. Alright. Too easy. Oh my. Oh, she pogging. You see that, Coral? You see what Relly and I are capable of? This is what happens when you look down on people for being human or having no money. Probably not a good time to point out that Oberon was just standing behind them cheering. Yeah, that makes sense. Very well. It would seem that human is indeed not your typical expendable worker. And Lady Aurora does love rare and unusual things. It's part of what makes her so strong. All right, just this once. I'll grant you an audience with her. But don't let this go to your head. Rare and unusual things are only interesting the first time you see them. Once the novelty wears off, they become worthless. If I were you, I would try to make the most of this good fortune, as you won't have many other chances in the future. Coral. Coral. Why are you so cringe, Coral? What's up, Lee? Fairies. I don't miss them. Yeah, they're pretty. I'm not their biggest fan. Oh my, hello, madam. My. Those wings certainly are something, ain't they? Hello, Oberon. What delightful story do you have for me today? You know so very many things, so I'm sure it must be something special. Whatever it is, I can't wait to hear it. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh. Yeah, tonight's one of those struggle streams, man. Whatever it is, I can't wait to hear it. I could use some cheer after all the unfortunate news recently. How she sparkles. She's beautiful. Why, yes, I have two things for you today. One is something you absolutely must know. The other is in my pants. I do miss them because there were a lot of designs in there that we probably aren't getting as units. I don't think I've come across any that are particular. Well, no, I mean we had our one girl at the beginning who ended up turning into that black noodle, which I'm still kind of bummed about. She was a nice little girl, and she had it really rough, man. She didn't deserve all that. The other is a small request for a small favor. Don't worry, I won't take up too much of your time at all. That said, could I first make a somewhat selfish request? Also, I'm gonna drink some water real quick. I haven't actually been keeping myself properly hydrated recently, so yeah. Make sure you drink water, kids. You see, I'd like to keep what I'm about to tell you just between us. You don't mind keeping secrets, right? Oh my, you are a naughty one, aren't you? I don't usually care for scary stories, but a little thrill does sound like fun. Would you give us some privacy, Coral? Lady Aurora. It's all right. I know we can trust them, so it's only right I answer in kind. Oh man. But my lady, it is far too early in the day to start throwing pelvises at one another. As you wish. But please don't hesitate to call for me if you should change your mind. That's right, get the fuck out, Coral. You'll have to forgive Coral. She's a very proud girl, and she can be quite inflexible. Yeah, well, maybe she needs to be more flexible. She probably gave you a very harsh welcome again, didn't she? I'm just glad to see you're not hurt. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, friends of Oberon. I am Aurora, head of the Wind Clan and Lord of Salisbury. Now, what did you come to tell me today? Whoa, I guess it's no surprise that the whole mood changed in here. Figures she didn't become head of the clan through her beauty alone. Well, you see, there's this stranded friend of ours we've not been able to find. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. How many years has it been since a human spoke so frankly to me? Ooh, how delightfully different. Uh-oh. Tell me, what's your name? Are you a free citizen? What kind of pedigree do you... I'm so sorry. You already served this fine young fairy, don't you? Oh goodness, how rude of me. Really, Aurora, you must do something about your tendency to take in every stray human you find. Otherwise, you'll eventually have every human in Britain living in Salisbury. And I'm sure you don't need any more resistance from your fellow clan members, seeing how you're the only one who favors coexistence. Yes, I know. You're right, of course. But when I saw those big puppy eyes of his begging me for help, well, I just couldn't resist. God damn, she's literally treating me like an animal. Good grief. Well, this is exactly why I brought him to see you to begin with. Remember what I told you before about Caldia and the other world called proper human history? Well, this boy here is the master of Caldia, and the two people behind him are servants, not fairies. Oberon? Don't worry, it's okay. Aurora here may be a fairy of Britain, but she thinks a lot like the fairies of proper human history. And while she'd never come out and say it, she's not happy with the state of things in Britain either, right? It's been 2,000 years since Britain fell into Morgan's hands, and you've been here, watching it unfold every step of the way. You think it's time for Morgan's reign to end, regardless of what form that end takes. I remember how your eyes sparkled with hope when I told you about the outside world. Relly here has come to Britain solely to defeat Morgan. He's not even thinking about what happens afterwards. Suffice to say, he also has no intention of ruling in Morgan's place once she's gone. Once the Chaldeans leave, whether Britain lives or dies will be for you and your fellow fairies to decide. Chaldea's definitely not going to care if you try to save what's left of it. They'll gladly stay out of your way. Morgan is their only concern, nothing more. So it would seem. While that girl in the back doesn't seem very happy that you're telling me this boy here isn't denying anything you say. So you're travelers from another world, a Briton that went down the right path. It's still hard to believe, but maybe this too is Ansel's guidance at work. Either way, one thing is clear. Since we both have our own troubles, it's only right that we help one another. Relly, was it? You have my permission to act in Salisbury however you see fit, even if your actions should be in opposition to the land of the Fae. If you're looking for a lost companion, then I'll lend you the eyes of my fellow wind fairies in the other cities. I can't contact my compatriots in Norwich at the moment, but I will have my wind fairies in Oxford, Gloucester, New Darlington, and Camelot help you in your search. You need only tell Coral what your companion looks like. I just hope my clan can be of assistance. Thank you so much, but is it okay? Yeah, what is the catch? I sense a butt that's about to come up here. May I ask, do you have a friend slot? I can't even remember. I don't remember the last time anyone might have asked for me to throw them on my friends list, but I'm gonna assume I probably do. Why you want to throw me your code, Lee? Is that okay? You mean for me to help Caldia? Tee, I see you're both a kind and honest boy, Relly. True, as a citizen of Fairy Britain, perhaps it is wrong of me to help you, but I'm more concerned with us Fae folks' way of life than I am with retaining this land itself. The High Queen is a great woman, certainly, Terrible, yes, but great. But the path we are on now will only lead us anywhere good. Oh, there's the digits. I'm so in, boys. All that said, I'd still like to keep this relationship of ours on the down low for the time being. After all, you are the head of a clan. If Morgan finds out you've sided with Caldia in proper human history, she may have all the Wind Clan fairies killed. God. Alright, yeah. So I've broken the yawn seal, and I'm probably gonna keep doing it at least for the next like 20 minutes, I'd say. For some reason, I get into these yawning fits, and I just am physically compelled to yawn for the next like 30 to 40 minutes usually. It will pass with time. Also, hold on a second. Oh my god. Okay, I think I got it. So I think I had like a little speck of something right underneath my nail. Have you ever had that where like a tiny little speck of something is underneath your nail, and so you can just like, you can feel it, just feel it underneath there? Oh wait, I don't think I actually got it. I might have just moved it around. Ah, it's annoying. Anyway. All the Wind Clan fairies dead. So not even you could defeat High Queen Morgan if you faced her directly? No, I couldn't. She could wipe us all out with one flick of her finger. I see. Gosh, she's really something, isn't she? Oh yes, she's a very special fairy. So special. That's annoying. Yeah, it's so... The only one that could hope to defeat her is the child of prophecy from Ansel's great prediction. It's too bad this child is yet to reveal themselves. I can only hope they come save us as soon as possible. Devious smile. He's gonna do it. He's really gonna do it. How right you are, Aurora. I may very well be about to make your day. There's someone I'd like you to meet. Huh? What are you doing, Oberon? Please stop. Stop. That's right. Altria here is none other than the Star of Hope who hails from Tintagel. Born alongside the Staff of Selection that will bring Morgan to justice. She's the one, the only, Child of Prophecy. Go on now. Don't be shy. Oberon! All of it. This is gonna be a running theme, right? Oberon! You do have some delightful friends, Oberon. I'd love to be tackled to the ground like that myself sometime. Hey, yo. Why, thank you. I can't say I expected such a direct method of silencing me either. Still, Altria would never say anything if I hadn't put her on the spot like that. She's kind of a late bloomer, you see, and she's still not confident about being the Child of Prophecy. So we are hoping you might be able to offer her your seal of approval. Say, for example, maybe she could ring one of the bells, mention the prophecy, you know, just once. Just once, just a little bit.
Nani?
Wow, even I wouldn't have come up with that. Impressive. No, that I'm afraid I can't allow. While there is indeed a bell said to be the voice of the Wind Clan right above this room, I can only let her ring it once she has proven herself to me. Words alone will not suffice. She will need to demonstrate her abilities, so there can be no question. You said your name was Altria, right? And it seems you indeed have the Staff of Selection. I still don't understand what the Staff of Selection truly signifies. I think you've noticed that Oberon is just Castoria's Merlin, huh? That does seem to be the dynamic that they're building up, and Castoria is Oberon's foo. The only one who does is Ansel, the head of the which one? Mirror Clan. I see. And no one has seen any member of the Mirror Clan for years. All I can do is see for myself whether you have the makings of a king. There's another random yawn. And how exactly do you propose to do that? Oh my, what a lovely voice! And here I thought you may be mute. Very well then, out of respect for those dulcet tones, I'll tell you my conditions. Altria, Relly, I would like you two to show me that there is still hope for our world. So here is my test to see if Britain can still be changed. As you know, we fairies are plagued by a dark fate. Every 100 years, a calamity befalls us. A curse that not even Morgan herself has been able to dispel. Nah, I'm foo? I'm foo? Watch where you're going, you foo! For the last few months, there has been a powerful Moors currently winding its way through Norwich. A calamity pool. Calamity pool? Calamity pool in Wolverine? If you two can rid Norwich of this calamity, then I will gladly give you access to Salisbury's Bell. A test, you say? A test of skill, a test of might, one might even say. Alrighty. Yay, more tickets. Okay. Let's keep continuing on. Oh my god. So she wants us to get rid of the calamity in Norwich, huh? I didn't think she'd be the one to bring it up. What is this calamity? I'm glad you asked, Relly, almost as if you're trying to gather information for a captive audience. I don't know much about these calamities either, since I've never seen one for myself, but I have heard plenty of stories. Apparently, they're a kind of natural disaster that befalls Fairy Britain every 100 years. I've heard about these calamities too, and I've also already told Relly about them. Norwich is a port town in eastern Britain, and apparently it's been showing signs that it'll be the home of the next calamity for a few months now. So the calamity is like the Olympics, essentially. Even down to the name. They say there's a ton of black soot rising into the air that's gathered above it like rain clouds. Aurora said she'd permit us to ring the bell, as long as we can resolve this calamity, right? Unfortunately, I never learned any magecraft that could do that. Well, that's okay. Norwich is a tall enough order that I think we can forget about it for the time being. Right now, our top priority is finding Mash. And now that Aurora is helping us do that, we should receive some word of her whereabouts in a few days. So all you guys need to do is wait in the inn until then. Then again, doing nothing might not be the best use of our time, Okay, I'll send you a list of things you can do to earn money and gather information later then. Are you going off on your own again, you slimy, sneaky little sneak? Ah, shit. Well, you know, I thought about what Coral said, and I probably should see about paying my tabs before I start racking up more. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you all again in 3 days. 3 days. There. That should get them to rest up in Salisbury at least a little more. Meanwhile, I've got my work cut out for me. First, I'll need to go find out what's going on in Norwich. Fluffy little moth! Oh, welcome back, Blanca. How's the situation up north? How far have Rab's forces advanced? Huh? Another child of prophecy has shown up there? I definitely wasn't expecting that. Ansel didn't say anything about there being 2 of them in her prophecy. This puts Altria in an even more precarious position. I thought I'd have more time. Huh? Yes, of course Altria is the real child of prophecy. That much was never in doubt. But it won't matter who the real one is. What matters will be who the fairies believe is the real one. Still, it's not all bad. Let's focus on the silver lining here. A false child of prophecy in the north is bound to draw Morgan's attention, which means Altria and Relly should be safe for now. That'll give me some time to ensure they grow stronger. They're not ready for Norwich. They need to experience Britain for themselves, and to gain the power to adapt, to conquer its challenges. Do we really have time for that, you say? You're a tough crowd, aren't you, Blanca? But you have to take your time with the opening act. That's how it was for us at first too, remember? Alrighty. Interesting. Fake-ass child of prophecy all the way up north, man. Still thinking about that meeting, girl? Oh no, I'm fine. I was just nervous since I'm not used to speaking with the head of an entire clan. Sorry, I've got a lot on my mind. I think I'm just going to turn in for the night. Let's meet up again tomorrow morning, okay? Bye for now. Looks like we'll have to readjust our perceptions of her too. Come on, really, Tristan. Let's head back to our room. We should talk about our next moves while it's still safe to do so. Aren't you supposed to be riding around in a maid outfit? Okay, that's everything that's happened so far in a nice, tidy report. It's all yours now, T-Phone. Take it away, my little familiar. Ah, snail mail. Gotta love it. It's not even snail mail, it's, like carrier pigeon mail, essentially. There, that takes care of our report to the storm border. We should hear back from them in about 2 days. Now, let's go over everything we've learned so far. That said, our main topic isn't Morgan, but the child of prophecy who's supposedly going to defeat her, right? Yep, the truth is, we've been dropping our guard around her a little too much. At first, we thought it was just a coincidence that she shared a name with King Arthur and didn't think about it any further. But we can now say for certain that she is this Lost Belt's King Arthur. I'm sure I don't need to remind you two that Caldia already confronted the legends about King Arthur in the 6th singularity. But I still think it's worth our time to quickly refresh our memories of those legends, just so we're all on the same page. Oh my god, do we have to? Oh god. Fucking FGO just loves its recaps. Are we really doing a whole ass flashback? Oh my god. Sure don't know anything about Astoria, right? Astoria? Do you mean Astoria? Oh, that name sounds familiar. It's not Artoria, right? You totally didn't get a copy of Astoria just this week? Autocorrect just hates Artoria. Okay. Get a copy. No, I did. So now my Altria is MP3. Yes, sir. Yeah, we definitely don't know anything about her and what her deal is, that's for certain. She's only the face of the franchise, after all. The legend of King Arthur takes place in the 5th century, a time when Britain was in great turmoil. It began with the collapse of the Continental Empire, with the empire no longer keeping Britain safe. It came under frequent attack by the Saxons, a foreign enemy who crossed the sea to attack British shores. At the time, Britain was an island nation ruled by many different clans, and those clans' kings. While there were always constant squabbles between the clans, there was also a war with the Picts up in the north, where the clans' kings agreed to work together. But one king created an irreparable rift in this alliance. He used the other clans for his own ends, with the goal of ultimately uniting all of Britain. His name was Vortigern. He was said to be the avatar of a white dragon born from Britain itself, made to bring it to ruin. Vortigern invited the Saxons to the Isle, throwing it into chaos. Londinium, the fortress city that served as the heart of Britain during the Empire's reign, was destroyed. Vortigern was defeated and killed Uther Pendragon, the greatest king in all of Britain. And so, Britain entered a dark age, a time where none of the island could escape its imminent destruction. However, hope still remained. King Uther's most trusted aide, Merlin, the great mage who had long kept Britain safe, told people that this too was all part of the prophecy. King Uther was already chosen his successor. They shall be the next king. Whoever draws the sword of selection from this stone shall be Britain's king. Many knights tried their hands at drawing the sword, but none of them succeeded. It was only once the knights had all left, convinced that the sword of selection was no more than a delusion, that a young squire of 15, a boy who had been raised without ever knowing he was King Uther's son, came and drew the sword from the stone with no one there to bear witness. That sword was Caliburn. And that boy did indeed go on to become the King of Britain, Arthur Pendragon, the knight among knights, or as we know her, Altria Pendragon. After announcing himself as King Uther's successor, King Arthur assembled the lords of Britain and led them to 12 magnificent victories against the Saxons. The Lords of Britain sounds like an awesome band. In doing so, he proved himself an invincible king, the undefeated king of knights. Unbeknownst to him, the Saxons weren't his only enemy. The greatest threat the King of Knights faced came from within his own family. Vortigern, the avatar of the White Dragon, who defeated King Arthur's father Uther and brought Britain to its knees. Morgan, the Fairy Queen, who declared it was Britain's very will that she become its ruler. Morgan's machination succeeded in robbing the King of Knights of Caliburn, but the fairies gave him an even greater sword. That sword was Excalibur, a sacred sword forged within the planet's inner sea. In the world of magecraft, it's considered a divine construct, an ultimate weapon meant to destroy that which threatens the very planet. In laying claim to this sacred sword, King Arthur became Britain's savior in both name and deed. There's a lot of people that believe that they're gonna release Uther Pendragon as a unit someday just to see the Artoria legacy of multiple units with her face. I mean, listen. Her son is a saber face. Her sister is a saber face, and then so yeah, we might as well have her father be a saber face too. Because obviously, if they did make Uther Pendragon a unit, like of course they're gonna make him a girl. Like, what are you, nuts? What, you think you can just not make this male a girl? After a climactic battle with Vortigern in the ruins of Londinium, King Arthur, with help of the fairies, built the towering White Castle of Camelot. Lords from all across the Isle came to Camelot to serve the King of Knights. They became the Knights of the Round Table, where all were treated as equals. It's a bit odd telling the story with Tristan here, but this is how the Knights of the Round Table were formed. Lancelot, the knight from France, blessed by the Lady of the Lake. Gawain, the heir of Orkney, blessed by the sun. Tristan, nephew to the Duke of Cornwall and the Prince of Tragedy. You are also said to be the symbol of the Romantic period. That's right, those are the proud Knights of the Round Table, my cherished friends who filled its 13 seats. Make it weirder, an Emiya face. Wouldn't that be something? Or it turns out to be a or it's like a Rin face or a Sakura face. Sturdy Percival, clever Kay, loyal Bedivere, earnest Garrus, kind-hearted Gareth, Agravain the Enforcer, Palamedes the Duelist, Taciturn, Mordred, and the greatest knight of all, chosen by the Holy Grail, Galahad the Revelation. In addition to King Arthur, the first seat, you could also count King Pellinor, King Arthur's trusted advisor, and Bors, the future 11th seat for 15 in total. At any rate, those are the Knights of the Round Table I knew when they were at their peak. The good uns, the Appetite of Destruction lineup and whatnot. Yeah, the Knights of the Round Table's peak is also the happiest time in the legend of King Arthur. While other problems would present themselves in the quest for the Holy Grail, and in the decisive battles against the Picts and the Saxons, it was the affair between Lancelot and Guinevere, King Arthur's queen, that changed things forever. When is Guinevere gonna get added as a unit, I wonder? Once their affair came to light, the Knights of the Round Table became shadows of their former selves. During an expedition to the Roman Empire, Mordred took advantage of King Arthur's absence and staged a rebellion. That was the beginning of what would later be known as King Arthur's final battle, the Battle of Camlan. It was in this battle that King Arthur drew his final breath. Bedivere personally returned the sacred sword to the fairies, and the final chapter of ancient Britain's history was concluded. After that, King Arthur's body was brought to Avalon, the paradise at the world's end, by the fairies of the lake, as the future king who would one day return to life. I remember back in the day watching the original Fate Stay Night, and I was so bummed at the ending when I feel like it's been a long time since, Shiro and Saber have been thought of like romantically together. But like, yeah, man, like the original show, like they fell in love, but then she had to go back to her own. She returned to the throne of heroes essentially, and then we see her dying, and like right before she goes to Avalon, and I was like, damn, man. Is that the Bedivere from Singularity 6? But yeah, I remember back then, like I was actually kind of messed up over it. I still hadn't experienced as many bittersweet endings in media up till that point. So yeah, honestly, the original Fate Stay Night, that was one of them. That was one of the original ones that kind of broke me in. And that's the quick and dirty version of The Legend of King Arthur. Thanks for listening. Oh wow, it's already nighttime. So with all that in mind, let's go back to the British Lost Belt. In proper human history, King Arthur drew the Sword of Selection while he was still an unknown boy, and amidst the hope, envy, admiration, and prejudice of the other knights, ascended to the throne as king. Meanwhile, here in Fairy Britain, Altria may still be unknown and unrecognized, but even so, she wields the Staff of Selection, and she was traveling across Britain on her own as the Child of Prophecy. So she's got the same name, the same face, and the same destiny. No way all that can be coincidence. Which means Altria's cast her in this world. Whoops, alright. She's destined to be Britain's savior. Britain's savior, huh? But why now? King Arthur saved Britain in the 5th century, but this is 2019. If she really is Britain's savior, shouldn't she have shown up in the distant past? That's the question, isn't it? I'm not sure why her story's taking place now either. But I did overhear one interesting thing from some local fairies. Apparently the Child of Prophecy is the reincarnation of Aish the Savior and was sent here to save Britain once again. That's why people want Fate Route to get a remake. Who knows, now that Fate Stay Night was remastered and sold on Steam. Yeah, I'm still kind of sick that Type Moon is continuing to try and run from their past of being a porn game. Like they really just never want you to remember that these characters fuck. But the Dojin artists, they will never let you forget. So I thought that they might have finally stopped being cowards, and they actually remastered the original Fate Stay Night, but they did not. They remastered I guess a previously released remake that had all the sex scenes taken out, and then they just remastered that. I'm like, that's kind of lame, guys. Just own up to who you are. It's okay. Nasu makes jokes about it. I'm sure he does. But does that mean that he's gonna allow it in any future media? Nope. I think the Heavens Feel movies were as close as we were gonna get to that reminder. Aish, as in the world tree from Norse mythology? Yep, or at least it's the same name. See, once Morgan began ruling Britain, she officially named this period of time the Era of the High Queen, and the timing lines up exactly with when proper human history changed to AD. But while proper human history stopped in the year AD 2019 in this world, the year 2019 of the Era of the High Queen is still unfolding. And the previous era, aka BC in proper human history terms, is called the Fae Era. Furthermore, during the Fae Era, there was apparently a fairy who saved Britain from the calamities countless times. Aish the Savior. Apparently, there were only a few fairies who still remember her. Ector the Immortal, Grand Duke Wasteheat Vernick, Grimmer the Sage, and Totoro? 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 The First Knight? Excuse me. Okay. I was not expecting a Totoro cameo, but I will take it. But they still speak of her legend in hushed tones. So if a savior showed up in this world before, that may mean Fairy Britain has a system for such things. Something akin to the counterforce that the Isle itself uses to fight back when Britain is in danger. And if that's true, it would explain why Altria was only born now in this time. Plus, we're going up against High Queen freaking Morgan here. Who else but King Arthur would fight her? Wonder if Morgan really is still a bad guy in this Lost Belt. Oh, look at us. Look at us. Anyway, that took longer than I expected, but now that we've gone over everything, I'm gonna make 2 suggestions. We know he wants to keep writing, like how he wants to make Mahoyo 2. Mahoyo 2? Don't look up those names. Why? Is it gonna be bad, or is there gonna be some very cultured art? First, I think we should continue working with Altria Caster. Also, Nasu wants to keep writing. I mean, at this point, the man is just a fate writing machine. So, you know, God, who's the artist? Who was the original Type Moon artist? You know, the one whose literal waifu is Saber. Which, you know what? Good for him. Good for him. It's gonna be heavy spoilers. Gotcha. Yeah, good for him that his waifu is literally just his own character, because he could just draw her all he wants, and it can be considered like, you know, official artwork because it's because he drew it. God, the fucking porn that man is probably drawn of Saber and just has stored on his computer, man. Oh, all the years of gooning. You know what's funny? This man keeps saying he's gonna step down from FGO. Oh yeah, is he? Yeah, I've also kept saying that as well. He and Nasu were high school friends. Man, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, they're the dynamic duo. The dynamic duo, the gifts that keep on giving. Is it still them? Is Type Moon still just them? Well, I mean, obviously there's probably other people there, but it's like, are they the 2 head honchos? I'm assuming so. While we don't necessarily have to destroy this Lost Belt, it does seem pretty clear that we'll need to face High Queen Morgan at some point. And when we do, having the Child of Prophecy on our side can only work to our advantage. And second, I think we should keep our goal, including Chaldea's whole deal, to ourselves. It's fine to tell her about proper human history. Hell, it'd be impossible to communicate if we didn't. But we shouldn't reveal that we've eliminated 5 other Lost Belts to date. I know it's not the most honest move, but sometimes not laying all your cards on the table is the way to go. Like I said before, there's something strange about this world, even for a Lost Belt, and there's still way too much we don't know. So until we have a much better understanding of what's going on here, I want to keep our goal at stopping Britain from disappearing, even if we eventually end up having to fight it after saving it. Said in 2016 that he was gonna step down after Solomon. Yeah, me too. And then he said he was gonna get out after some time. Then he said he was gonna step down after part 2 ends. my man is like Miyazaki. Literally, just every time it's time to retire, he's just like, oh, just one more, man. I just got one more, just one more, and then I'm done. I'm done. We're going to keep all this from her. That's right. I'm sorry, Relly. I know that won't be easy for you, you fucking blabbermouth. But for what it's worth, my intuition is telling me things aren't going to come to that. I have a feeling we're going to save Britain, stop this collapse from destroying our world, and go our separate ways with a smile without ever having to do battle with Britain. Oh, and she has thrown up the flag. Thanks, Da Vinci. Thanks, Leo. All right, well, that was a whole lot of nothing. All right, let's keep it schmoving here. All right, so foreigner. Yes, we could do foreigner and rider potentially, or we could just be unga bunga about it and go full berserker. You know, like Morgan, perhaps. Let's see here. Do I have a rider, a support rider? You know what? I'm just going to do let's see here. God, all the Castorias. It's always just Castoria. Like ever since she came out, that's all it is. That's all it is. Oh yeah, friend number. Shit. Hold on. Okay, here. All right. What a thing to say in the very first nodes of this place. Shh. Hold on here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, looks like a lot more friend things have been added. So, okay, hold on a second. Oh, where'd it go? Hold on, can I copy current address? Does that just mean text? Hold on. Oh, no. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, I'll just type it in then. This is when a 75% keyboard really rears its ugly head on you. 3, 6, 8. 6. Okay, there we go. Cool beans. Alrighty. Now, let's see here. Zoom. More Castoria to you. May Castoria be with you as well. Okay, let's see. Do we have a support? Wow. Risa, so dedicated to Alexander there. Oh, Captain. He's a good boy. Oh, you know what? Okay, we're gonna go with this. I know what we're gonna do. So we'll do I don't know. We'll do double Castoria, I suppose, maybe. Or Waver, and then where's she at? Where is she actually? There she is. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go full Da Vinci here. All right, let's go. Let's do this thing. All right, but we probably got to get through half an hour of talking. Accepted. Nice. Morning, everyone. Hope you don't mind that I had breakfast before you. You've got to try this bread. It's so soft and yummy. Apparently they make it from, oh, right, wheat. You're in a really good mood this morning, huh, Altria? Is using wheat for bread that unusual here? Seems that way. too bad, since they have some of the highest quality wheat I've ever seen, even compared to proper human history.
That's right. Dumb Binchy taught me how to make it. I had no idea you could use flour like that. All this time, I've practically been sitting on a gold mine.
So, this fairy lives in this grand building, but he is ignorant of the true value of flour. It seems there are significant knowledge gaps between individual fairies, or rather... Yep, there are basically two types of fairies. Those who only superficially copy human civilization, and those who are interested in its inner workings. There are two wolves. When did that become a meme? When did the whole two wolves thing become a meme? Because I'm pretty sure that's in like a super old Native American fable. Why did it just suddenly become a thing recently? And I always think of it because I really like the movie Tomorrowland, and they do like the two wolves thing at the beginning of the movie. Most fairies are copiers who are satisfied just playing pretend. Wow, so they're like AI artists. The thing about fairies is they can do anything without human technology, so they don't have to know how it works. You know how when cars get more reliable, there's less need for drivers to repair them? And so over time, there are fewer drivers who know how their car works? It's a lot like that. Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how it is for everything, I suppose. You know, even like computers and stuff. It's funny because I know a decent amount about computers. My dad knows a decent amount about cars. But I don't know anything about cars. He doesn't know anything about computers. But it's funny because I think cars and computers are the two things that are like the most ubiquitous pieces of technology that like everyone kind of has. Most adults usually have a computer and a car, at least in America. And yet I would say probably about 7 out of 10 of them have literally zero idea how their car or their computer work. So I just think it's kind of funny that, you know, my dad grew up learning about cars and stuff, and he's the one. He lives with a bunch of my family members. He lives with my grandma, and then my uncle lives there, his wife, my aunt, and some cousins had lived there for a while. But essentially, whenever anyone's car has issues, they all go to him and have him fix it. Which, I mean, hey, you know, if you've got a member of the family who knows how that shit works, and you don't have to pay some skeezy mechanic to, you know, do it for you or to change your oil and all that sort of stuff, hell yeah, you know. But so he grew up learning how cars work, and then I've come to learn how computers work. So I just think it's interesting that me and my dad have kind of you know, gone on separate paths of interest, and yet still, again, we're knowledgeable about these things that are so essential for everyday life, but just in different ways. Imagine AI artists overhaul and AI art becomes the status quo, and then some guy makes an actual amazing drawing and people are taken aback by how it looks. Exactly. It would essentially be like that. Cause that's the thing. It's like, yeah, they're going through the motions. They're like she actually said, they're just pretenders. But that's a Foo Fighters song. Yeah. But yeah, it's that's why AI art really like pisses me off though. Like it's cuz it's art is meant to, you know, art is supposed to be made by artists because they've got something they want to say. They've got something they want to convey, something from within them that they want to externalize and, you know, share with the world. AI artists, they just want to make content. That's why, you know, the process is supposed to be what makes art beautiful. The end product is just supposed to be the thing that finally gets put into the hands of the masses. And so for them, all they care about is the thing being put into the hands of the masses. They don't care about saying something. They don't care about, going through, what it takes to actually make a piece of art. They just want content to vomit out in front of people, Nikkei announced their next collab. It's Evangelion. Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh, that means we're gonna have Rei and Asuka and Misato as units. Oh dang. Well, I mean, okay. Am I surprised by that? No. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure their first collab was Nier. And so, yeah, the fact that the folks at Shift Up are into Evangelion as well, yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. Also, the IP holders of Evangelion, I'm pretty sure there isn't a single corporation that they haven't hoarded out the Evangelion IP to. They have sold Evangelion shoes, they've sold Evangelion clothing, they've sold Evangelion razors, they've sold Evangelion toothpaste, they've sold Evangelion lipstick, they've sold Evangelion computers, they've sold Evangelion cars, they've sold Evangelion literally fucking everything. There's, I think the only IP that has been hoarded out more than Evangelion is like fucking Mickey Mouse or some shit by this point. So, yeah, the fact that Nikkei would eventually do an Evangelion collab, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Whenever fairies feel like bread, they can just create some from their own magical energy. Easy peasy. Wait, whenever fairies feel like bread? What does it feel like to be bread? I am toast. But the bread they create that way is just an imitation of bread they've had before, like it was 3D printed or made from the Matrix. Basically, fairies can't experience culture without some kind of originating data to work from. It's literally large language model AI recreation. This right here, Altera, get your gyrating ass out of the way. This is just what AI art is. Oh my god. Cover as Rei, Asuka, Misato, and Mari. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Sure, we'll take Mari. We don't hate Mari in this household. Even though the way she came to be relevant in the Rebuild movies was kind of weird, and I know for a fact they had no idea what they were doing with her. So, yeah, the eventual reveal of who she was, how she related to, Shinji, and then, like, ultimately, how she kind of wound up becoming integrated at the end of the story was kind of clunky. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, hey, you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. Just the last Rebuild movie was great, so it's fine. It's fine. Only Rei and Asuka and Mari are closer to the middle, while Misato is on the far left. Besides Pen. She might be. Maybe she'll be like Anderson or something, but for the Ava girls. And I notice Shinji is apparently not gonna be in it, I guess. How interesting. Which is funny because they had Pascal from Nier as a playable unit. He's identifies as male. So we do have one male unit in Nikkei. He's just a robot with a very feminine voice, but you know, we technically have a male in Nikkei. Huji, never heard of him in the Nikkei universe. Man, my boy, he can never catch a break. Even after he escaped from Evangelion and now gets to live happily in the real world, he can't... you know what? Actually, good. It's good that Shinji isn't in Nikkei. He's just out there living his best life. Finally. He finally gets to not have to get in the fucking robot. Like, everyone always like, I hate the getting the robot Shinji joke, honestly. It's really kind of mean-spirited, considering the context of, you know, the show and Shinji's characterization. But yeah, so he got so far out of the robot that he got out of the entire intellectual property. So good for Shinji. Good for him. Imagine that man in the Nikkei universe with everything that happens there. I mean, considering everything that he had gone through in Eva, I don't think the stuff that happens in Nikkei would be outside of what he could tolerate, in all honesty. Even Mike here used to be a typical copier. It was only when I started working here that he began caring about the details.
It's true. I was a real doll fairy until I met Da Vinci.
Oh no, he is such a fucking simp. Oh, he's an actual literal VTuber Discord moderator. Oh no. Oh no, he was so sad and his life was so empty until his Kami Oshi came into his life. Oh, fuck off, man. Jeez.
But now every day is more fun than the last. I love being alive.
Oh no. Oh, he's actually just... Oh god. Hello, Miami. Thank you for stopping in. I hope your day is treating you well. We're just playing a little FGO here, getting through the 6th Lost Belt, and we are cringing at this simp right here. And I'm kind of I'm also cringing because I low-key don't want to admit that I can slightly understand him. I will not admit it. I will not. No. We're getting out of here. We're leaving.
I used to think preserving humans was a waste of time, but not anymore. Lady Aurora was right. We need humans if we're going to enjoy our lives. If there's one thing humans are good at, it's making technology. They come up with all sorts of fascinating things you just don't see in nature. Sure, some of those things aren't fun or tasty, like iron and gunpowder. But I've come to think of humans as our equals now. Heck, I'd even say I respect them.
And the moment Da Vinci decides that she's had enough of his shit, he's gonna 180 like no one's business and post so much shit about her on his anonymous image board forum. Oh boy. Your voice directions for him sounds a little bit like Ed from Edda and Eddie. No, Ed would be a little bit more like,
where is Ed? He's kind of, hi, Eddie! But I love chickens, Eddie! I can't really do a good Ed impression, honestly. This is honestly more like, I don't even know what this voice is. It's like,
yeah, I don't know what it is. I just pull out weird ass voices sometimes, man. Don't cringe at your reflection like that. I don't. No, it can't be. He just like me for real. No. I refuse. You're not me. And then he turns into a fucking Persona 4 boss right then and there. Had a panic attack because on Disney D23 yesterday, there was a teaser trailer for the remake of Lilo and Stitch. Feels like an image of the CGI Stitch, and I panicked. I saw it too. Yeah, I mean, I'm done. I'm done with the Disney live action stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna see Mufasa. I'm not gonna see Lilo and Stitch. I'm not gonna see Snow White. we know that we're not going to ever be free of the live action Disney remakes if we keep going to see these movies. So yeah, I will not partake. I will not participate anymore, Disney. You know, give me, you know, like all the remakes, and then all the sequels are now coming out as well. Fucking Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, Zootopia 2, Moana 2. I mean, at least those are animated, for God's sake. You know, I'll probably see Moana 2. I don't know if I want to see Toy Story 5, in all honesty, because I already thought that Toy Story 4 was wholly unnecessary. Like, you could have just stuck with Toy Stories 1 through 3. That would have been an amazing trilogy of movies to just, you know, have sitting there. But they did Toy Story 4. I didn't care much for it, but I saw what they were going for. You know, we wrapped up Woody's story, and, you know, it's all good, I guess. Turns out, I think, at the end of 4, he realizes that he can have his own life that is free and independent from what he can offer to just a child, and, you know, basically become his own man and go off with his bow, literally Bo Peep. But apparently in the 5th one, he's just back with the rest of them, and they're still at Bonnie's place. What the fuck was the point of the 4th one then? What? You could have just... You didn't have to make it then. Just Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. We could have had it stay right then and there. But no, you had to give us Toy Story 4. It was a story that you guys just had to tell, right? Okay, at least it gave us something different, and it closed the book entirely on the character of Woody. Now he's literally just back at where he was at the beginning of Toy Story 4. What was the fucking point here, man? Why? I'm very frustrated at Toy Story 5's existence. If you couldn't tell, that's basically what I'm trying to illustrate here. Turns into an actual fedora headman with a Fate shirt. Woody? That would be amazing. If that happened, I would go see Toy Story 5. Yeah. Incredibles is getting number 3. Why? I think Incredibles 2, I tried to cope when it first came out into liking it. But yeah, it wasn't really good. It wasn't really that good. I mean, it gave us more Elastigirl, though. It gave us that, and I will forever be thankful for it, for doing that. But I'll give him one more chance. If it's Brad Bird again, I'll give him one more chance. Because that man, aside from The Incredibles 2, has not made a bad movie, in my opinion. So, we'll see. Probably because there was a lot of talk about 4 back then, but I'll be real, I don't even remember what people talked about. I just watched the movie and moved on. Exactly! That's what it was. That's what Toy Story 4 was. It was just like, oh, yeah, that exists, I guess. And then you forget about it, kind of. You remember the first 3, because they were great, and they felt like actually necessary. Hope they learned from the reception of Incredibles 2. Well, I feel like they just... they said that they were gonna make a sequel if it was a story worth telling. Like, if they really wanted to tell this story. They didn't. They didn't want to tell that story. Also, Craig T. Nelson, and, what was her name? Bonnie Hunt? Is that who plays, Elastigirl? I can't remember, but, they sound fucking old. Despite the fact that that movie takes place literal seconds after the end of Incredibles 1. They sound old as hell. Eesh. Are they able to de-age voices yet? Is that something they can do? Anyway, what are we talking about here, man?
When the last owner of the pub this pub to me, I thought I was going to be nothing but a pain in the neck, but now I know better. We need something to live for, something we want to do for our own sakes, not just to fulfill our purpose.
I can't wait for you to betray us later on, buddy. Mike.
There's no way I'm ever going back to just plain old living again.
Well, there you have it. In general, fairies are really pure of heart. Or to put it another way, easily influenced, just like VTuber simps.
That's not true, Da Vinci. It's all because of you. Not even Lady Aurora ever got me to change my mind like this.
Okay, Mike. In that case, maybe you could learn how to say my name properly already?
What do you mean? I am saying it properly. Oh, right. I've also got a message for you guys from Oberon.
Bet your sweet bottom dollar they're gonna make Treasure Planet a remake. No, that movie didn't make enough money for them to remake it.
He said to tell you to come to Salisbury Fields for an important learning experience.
Huh? A learning experience? I think I know where this is going. Hello. Hey, what's up, Alice? Thanks for stopping by. Hope your day's treating you well. We're just playing FGO, trying to make our way through Lost Belt 6. Oh, Jesus! It just right away, huh? Okay then. All right. Let's do the thing. Let's do all the stuff here. Okay. And ba boom. Alright, and then increase MP strength, slightly blah 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 blah. Okay. So we're gonna do this. And then no, that should be fine. Be fine. Alright, voom. Let's see. Many years ago, I'd be happy having Treasure Planet remake, but nowadays I don't know anymore. Yeah, I don't think we need it. Some good stuff. Glad to hear it. Oh shit. God damn. All right. Well, good thing she's already raring to go for a second round. All right, and then boom, boom, boom. Again. Oh yeah, you're motherfucking dead, sons. Fatal battle. Oh, it's the worm. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Okay, and then boom. All right. Let's see. Do that, and then which is this? MP gauge for a single ally. We'll also do this because why not? All right, and then sure. We'll do this, and then this, and then this, I suppose. All right. Do I have a question? So, Fate anime you've seen. Which Fate animes have I seen? I've seen the original. I've seen Unlimited Blade Works. I've seen... I think I've only seen the first Heaven's Feel movie. I've seen Prisma Ilia. I've seen Fate Extra, which is probably my favorite Fate series. And then I haven't seen any of like the new ones, like, you know, Camelot and all that sort of stuff, like the FGO series. I haven't actually seen them. Oh, and Fate Zero as well. Yeah, I have watched Fate Zero. That's the one everyone likes. Oh, and Apocrypha. God, God, there's so many. Yeah, no, I'm a full-on fate slut. It's had its clutches in me since middle school, so you know, I just, you know, this is my cross to bear. Keep seeing some of my friends mention how Atlantis would be one of the few movies that could work in live action if Disney wanted to. Well, it's essentially like an Indiana Jones movie, you know? So, yeah, it could work. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Atlantis made even less money than Treasure Planet, so there ain't no way in hell that thing's ever getting touched again. But I really like Atlantis, honestly. That's it's a fun adventure movie, you know? So yeah, I really like it. Oh my god, did I say Cancun-kun? Cancun-kun? Did you? I mean, I don't see it, but if you did, I'm sorry. There's no Cancun-kun here. Please leave a message after the beep. So that's how you're supposed to get rid of those pesky birds. I had no idea. I just kept asking them nicely if they would leave, but they wouldn't listen. Wow! I'm amazed that didn't work. Fields are delicate things. At times they require bolder tactics. But I also understand and respect your kind inclination to not hurt the birds if you don't have to. So I suggest leaving a straw likeness of yourself in your field. It will help to deter such behavior. This way, the birds will mistake that likeness for you and start by attacking that, which should buy you enough time to do, well, something. Oh my, really? I never would have thought of that. Are you some kind of genius?
You're not a genius. You're not a genius.
Deep Adventure Time cut there for anyone. Well, I wouldn't disagree with that. Oh, Tristan. Pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to use scarecrows. My day's feeling a bit alright. Very shocked about whatever was talking about earlier in the stream. Shocked? What, when we were talking about all the Disney sequels and remakes that are coming out again? Had to get some stuff in the background. Was cleaning my kitchen. Oh, I hope that's going well for you. Today appears to be kitchen cleaning day. One of my roommates was also cleaning the kitchen, I suppose. Why do I suppose? I know she was cleaning the kitchen. But good stuff, good stuff. Thanks, Lady Jinx. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I feel like I keep neglecting to say hi to you whenever you show up. Was Tristan always like that? Pretty much. He might seem like he's got his head on straight, but most of the time it's actually up in the clouds. Still, he can be the perfect knight, at least as long as he has someone to keep him on track. Anyway, the caveat that they're also fairy-made imitations of human society aside, what did you think of Salisbury's fields? They're very spacious. I like how spacious they are. True. Regardless of how they got there, the fields themselves are the genuine article. I didn't clean my room either. It's just a bunch of, how you say, stuffed animals and plushies. Very nice. I've actually built up a rather sizable plushie collection in recent years. I don't know what it is. I feel like plushies are kind of just on the rise again. I mean, I've got like Anna and Elsa from Frozen. I've got Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. I've got Grease from the game Grease, one of my favorite games of all time, as is Doki Doki Literature Club. I have Morgana from Persona 5. I've got the Subaru Duck from Hololive. I've got one of those like cute little cat plushies is a green one, and his face, he's just sitting there and his face is like, it's really cute. And then I also have a squeaker toy that my family's dog used to play with until she passed away a few years ago. So yeah, it's interesting. Sorry I'm late. What's up, Minxie? Thanks for stopping in. It's all good. Hope your night's been treating you well. Almost fell asleep last time when you were live streaming. You don't got to apologize, you know? You don't owe me your time. It's you know, if you need to leave, or if you can't show up at all, or if you're gonna fall asleep because I'm just that boring, you do what you need to do. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your dad. I'm not your boss. You don't owe me anything. So I just appreciate if you make a little bit of time for me, then, you know, that's why I always say I appreciate anyone giving my stream even a minute out of their day. It's all good. I'm lying about the stuffed animal thing. It's only plushies. I have anime plushies. Oh, nice. Anime plushes. All the plushes all over. Very cute, though. Which anime plushes do you have? Apparently agriculture has been a big deal up in North Britain for a long time now, but it was never too popular in the South. It wasn't until Aurora stepped in that Salisbury finally got serious about it. I've seen small fields back in my village, but I've never seen any so big and open before. I wonder why they weren't more popular up till now. Well, we always had to abandon them whenever the Moors showed up. There aren't many Moors in the South, so there was nothing stopping them from making fields up there. But here in the South, we see Moors all the time, so the only ones who could venture outside the city are really strong fairies. Wait a second. Oh, in the North. I just completely read that wrong. The Fang clan can apparently hold out for a little while by telling themselves that death and war are intertwined, but for weaker fairies like me without any astrality, general knowledge of other worlds, we can't even touch the Moors without putting ourselves at risk. No, I just need an energy drink from yesterday. Didn't drink it, but today I drank one right now for dinner. Oh my god. Drinking an energy drink closer in the evening during dinner, I would not be able to do that. I would probably be up for days. Because here's the thing. I have a decently good insulin response. So there was one time I ate half a brownie at like 8 o'clock at night, and I stayed up for like the rest of the night, and it completely fucked over my sleep schedule. I could, like, once the afternoon rolled around, I was dead tired for like a week or two, but then like when night rolled around, I would be completely wide awake. So like I would be working, trying to, you know, just work, and existence just hurt. It hurt to exist. And yeah, just from half a brownie. So having an energy drink anywhere during the evening, that sounds like a recipe for disaster for me. And even if the Moors weren't a problem, we'd still have to remake the fields every 100 years anyway. You're talking about the calamities, aren't you? Are you scared of them too, even though you all live forever? Of course we are! The only fairies who could survive a calamity are the ones allowed to live in Camelot. All the rest of us can do is suffer and disappear. There's not a fairy in all of Britain who doesn't fear the calamities. I'm not even sure how much longer Lady Aurora can hold on to her glow. Not after what happened in Norwich. I have Izuku, Haruhi, also have Kurumi. I'm assuming that means Izuku from My Hero Academia, Haruhi either from Haruhi Suzumiya or Ouran High School Host Club, and Kurumi. I'm pretty sure I knew an anime with a Kurumi in it, but I can't remember what it might be for a plush. Yesterday I didn't really eat too much for dinner. I was just doing some errands for a friend. Only ate some top ramen noodles. Ah, I see. Have some ramen noodles and carbonated water and regular water. Oh my god. What is this girl dinner that you're speaking of? It sounds... What's an edible brownie? No, it wasn't an edible. It was specifically, it was actually called a slutty brownie. And I believe they're called slutty brownies because they're brownies that are, I think, half regular brownie, half blonde brownie. Or it was half peanut butter. And then there's Oreos in the middle of them. So, you know, imagine brownies, but like in the middle of them all are just Oreos. So, I guess that's why they're slutty, because they've all got Oreos and growing inside of them. Make no mistake, now that a calamity has come for Norwich, Salisbury has to be next. And when it does, not even Lady Aurora will survive. So why doesn't Lady Aurora run away to Camelot? What do these calamities consist of? I'm not sure. The calamities have always been undefined. It's said that they take a different form every time they appear. Let's see, I think the last one was the calamity of resurrection, which erased all of Darlington. Just erased it? A city? Just deleted it off the planet, I guess. I don't even want to think about what kind of terrifying calamity we'll see next. Oh, why did I have to be born now? Why couldn't my predecessor have held out for just 10 more years? No, never mind that. Why won't the High Queen open up Camelot to all of us? If she would just let us weather the calamities for a year in Camelot, we'd never have to worry. I see. So you also have grievances with the High Queen. You know, there have been anti-queen movements popping up all over around the country. If you want to protest her decisions, maybe you should join one of those. Huh? No, I'm not that upset about it. Besides, I can't even imagine defying her. Yeah, that's how everyone is. They're like, God, I can't believe all this shit is going on. Are you gonna go out and do something about it? Oh, no. Like, it's... Like, yeah, it's bad, but, like, it's not bad enough for me to, you know... it's... I'd have to, like, drive to, like, these protests, and then I'd have to stand out there, and it would take a while, and I've got things to do, man, and it's just, you know... Cooking the leftover ramen noodles with the other new ramen, putting some eggs and string cheese? Okay. Like, so when you say top ramen, do you mean like the actual like packaged ramen, like the regular ass ramen, and then eggs and string cheese, huh? I've never heard of putting string cheese on ramen. Kurumi from Sanrio. Oh, okay. I am not up to date on enough of my Sanrio lore to know Kurumi by name. The only ones I know are, you know, Hello Kitty, obviously. Retsuko, and Cinema Roll. Those are the only ones that I know of. There's more to the Queen's power than just having enough magical energy to cover all of Britain, after all. She also has a troop of highly trained fairy soldiers, as well as knights under her protection who command them. Tristan of the Bewitched Bow, Gawain of the Sun, and Lancelot, the Light of the Lake. As long as those three Tomlin are around, nobody can hope to defy the Queen.
Nunny?
Huh? What? I wonder why they're all so shocked. Okay, so we know who she's talking about, like Gawain, Tristan, and Lancelot. Yeah, we know who that's gonna be. And I do have Faye Gawain and Tristan, not Faye Lancelot, unfortunately. Unfortunately, she continued to elude my grasp. Okay. Well then, I think with that we're actually going to go ahead and wrap things up for the evening. Got 6 bags put in there, usually the leftovers from yesterday, and generic string cheese got from Dollar Tree. Dang, 6 bags of ramen. Ew. Dang. Well, I mean, you know what? I don't have a room to talk. I literally take the whole ass package of spaghetti and eat all of that. It's actually kind of disgusting. Whenever I eat, I honestly think to myself, God, if I could see myself right now, I would probably be disgusted with myself. It would literally be like the characters in Dragon Ball Z whenever they watch Saiyans eat. No matter how many years go by, every time they watch Saiyans eat, they're just horrified by it. I think that would be other people if they had to actually watch me eat. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the evening, guys. So I want to thank anyone that decided to stop in to check out the stream, even just for just a minute or two. Like I said, always appreciate anyone giving my stream any time out of their day. Thanks a lot, everybody, for showing up for a bit and chatting and hanging out with me. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Genshin, so if you want to know when that'll be happening, follow my socials or subscribe, and you'll know when the stream goes live. And like I said, this is, I'm going to be taking a break during the next week to try and pursue some personal creative endeavors that I want to go ahead and try and realize. And it might extend into the next week after that, not entirely sure. Again, you can follow my socials if you want to know, keep up to date on all that sort of stuff, you know. Am I live streaming tonight? Well, I did for just the past 2 hours. So I would say, yeah, I was streaming tonight. Kind of sad. No, it's you don't gotta be sad. It's it's just with certain things happening right now, I really need to try and realize these creative endeavors that I want to try and realize within the next couple months. And streaming takes a little bit too much time out of my day to be able to dedicate to that, so that's why, yeah, I'm gonna take at least a week off. But we will be back. We will be back to our regularly scheduled programming after that. But yeah, so if you guys want to check out the stream tomorrow, like I said, go ahead and follow my socials, and you'll know when it's going up. Basically, I'm taking a hiatus. I mean, essentially, I guess, just for about a week or two. What are the social medias you have again? If you check in my profile or check on my channel, then you'll be able to see. I have everything listed in there in my link tree. But yeah, again, we'll have one more stream tomorrow, and then the next week I'll be off. So hopefully you guys can stop by then. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. So with that being said, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, a good morning, wherever it might be for you. And with any luck, I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow. He's going on his training arc. I mean, it's essentially more like my self-discovery arc or something, or my creation arc. Not entirely sure, but yes, sir. So hopefully I'll be able to see you guys tomorrow. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.